Most players believe they need a bag full of 50 different skills. Rainbow flicks, elasticos. They spend hours perfecting flashy moves that look incredible on TikTok but crumble under real pressure. Here's the harsh truth. 99% of the time, those skills are completely useless in an actual match. The players who consistently destroy defenders, they've mastered just some fundamental skills. Skills that work in pickup games, academy matches, and at the highest level of football. Skills that don't rely on perfect conditions or confused Sunday League defenders. I'm going to break down 7 deadly skills that every elite dribbler needs in their arsenal. And here's what makes this different from every other football tutorial you've watched. These aren't just isolated techniques, they're part of a system. Each skill connects to the next, creating a foundation that makes you unpredictable, unstoppable, and impossible to defend against. Let's get into it. Skill number 1, head up ball control. You probably expected me to start with step overs or body feints, but here's what every coach should teach first, and almost none of them do: moving the ball with your head up. Think about it. What's the point of having perfect ball control if you're staring at your feet the entire time? You're basically playing blind football. You miss passes, you run into defenders, and you make decisions based on information that's already 3 seconds old. But here's where it gets interesting. Most players think they need to choose either perfect ball control or good vision. This is the biggest lie in football training. The best players in the world do both simultaneously. Watch and how you develop this skill, and don't worry if it feels impossible at first. That's normal. Start simple. Set 2 cones, 3 touches. Not down at the ball, not at the cones. Look up at the horizon. Learn to work independently from your eyes. You will become a way better dribbler. Make your sessions harder and harder. Dribbling move is built on one fundamental technique: the body feint. The stepovers are body feints with leg movement. The La Criqueta is a body feint with a quick shift. Even a simple change of direction is just a body feint in disguise. Master this one skill, and you've unlocked the foundation for everything else. Most players do the body feints completely wrong. They think it's just these dramatic movements, throwing their entire body one direction before going the other. That works in amateur football. Against serious defenders, you just look ridiculous. Real body feints are subtle. They're about selling a story with just enough conviction to make the defender believe it, but not so much that you can't quickly change the narrative. You can't just throw your body in one direction. You also have to get the right technique and, most importantly, the right timing. Watch how Messi approaches a defender. His shoulder drops slightly left. His hips follow. His weight shifts. The defender sees this information and processes it. He's going left. By the time their brain sends the message to their legs, Messi is already moving right with the ball. The technique starts with your shoulders. Drop your shoulder in the direction you want the defender to think you're going, just enough to suggest intention. Next, your hips. They follow your shoulders naturally. But listen to the crucial part. When you plant your outside foot and drive off that hip in the opposite direction, that's where you generate the explosive change of pace that leaves defenders flat-footed. Practice this alone first. Set up a single cone as your defender. Approach it slowly, sell the feint with your shoulder and hip, then explode past. Focus on maximum commitment to the fake, followed by maximum commitment to the real direction. The progression is this is how your body feints become instinctive. When you stop thinking about the technique and start thinking about when to use it. Skill number 3, ball shielding. You know what skill? Watch Eden Hazard in his prime. When defenders closed him down, he didn't try to escape the pressure. He positioned his body between the ball and the defender, lowered his center of gravity, and made it impossible for them to win the ball cleanly. And he wasn't even bigger or stronger than his opponent, because it's all about physics and positioning. When you shield properly, you're using your entire body as a barrier while keeping the ball in a position where only you can reach it. The technique starts with your body position. You need to get side on to the defender not facing them directly, your body becomes the wall between them and the ball. Your arm, the one furthest from the ball, extends naturally for balance and to feel where the pressure is coming from. And here's the crucial part most players miss: your center of gravity. Drop it. Bend your knees, lean slightly forward, make yourself stable and unmovable. When defenders try to push through you, they're pushing against a low, solid foundation instead of someone standing upright who can easily be knocked off balance. In this case, you are in a win-win situation. If they push you hard, you can dive and gain a foul in a good position. If they engage too much, you will just explode in a different direction. Your ball side foot is everything. It needs to keep the ball close, but also position it where the defender can't reach it. Too far from your body and they can poke it away. Too close and you can't move effectively. The problem is you can't really practice this alone. Ball shielding only makes sense under pressure, with real contact, real pushing and pulling. This is why cone drills are useless for this skill. Small-sided games are essential. 3v3, 4v4, even 2v2 in tight spaces. The kind of games where there's constant pressure, where you're forced to shield or lose the ball immediately. Pickup games, futsal, any environment where contact is natural and necessary, start by just holding the ball for 5 seconds under pressure. Don't worry about doing anything spectacular afterward. Just prove to yourself that you can protect possession when a defender is trying everything to win it back. Skill number 4, stepovers. Here's what most players don't understand about stepovers. They're not about the leg movement, they're about combining body feints with leg feints to create maximum confusion. As I said in the beginning, body feints are the root of every other effective skill. A stepover without a body feint is just leg movement. The defender can see right through it, but when you combine the shoulder drop, the hip shift, and the exaggerated leg movement around the ball, you're creating multiple layers of deception that overwhelm the defender's processing ability. The beauty of stepovers is their adaptability. You can do them slow to wrong foot a patient defender. You can do them fast to create space against aggressive pressure. You can do single stepovers, double stepovers, or even combine them with other skills. The most effective stepovers are simple: one good fake that sells completely, followed by an explosive movement in the opposite direction. That's what beats defenders. Start with the basic technique. Plant your non-dominant foot beside the ball, swing your dominant leg around the front of the ball without touching it. As your leg swings, drop your shoulder in that direction. Sell it completely, like you're absolutely committed to going that way. The moment your foot hits the ground after the fake, explode in the opposite direction with the outside of your other foot. This change of pace is everything. If you do the fake slowly and then move away slowly, the defender has time to recover. Practice with shadow, dribbling games again. Pick up football, where defenders are actively trying to stop you and there are consequences for getting it wrong. Skill number 5, soul rolls. What makes soul roll special is that there are infinite variations, and that unpredictability is exactly what makes them so effective against defenders who think they can read your next move. A soul roll is basically using the bottom of your foot to manipulate the ball, but the applications are endless. You can use it to stop the ball dead while changing direction. You can use it to pull the ball away from a tackle. You can use it to set up other skills or create space for a shot. The reason soul rolls are so effective is because they're unexpected. Most players use the inside and outside of their feet for everything. When you suddenly use the soul, it changes the rhythm completely. The ball moves in ways defenders don't anticipate. Think about how Zidane used soul rolls, pulling the ball back to avoid a tackle, rolling it sideways to create a passing angle, using the soul to kill a bouncing ball instantly. The basic technique is simple, but the applications require creativity. Place the sole of your foot on top of the ball. Apply just enough pressure to control it, but not so much that you're stuck. You want to be able to roll the ball in any direction: forward, backward, left, right, diagonally. Start with the simplest variation like the V drag. Approach the ball with some pace, plant your non-dominant foot, and use the sole of your dominant foot to pull the ball straight back toward you and tap it forward with the inside or outside. This stops your forward momentum and creates space. Then add different variations. Practice alone first, getting comfortable with the feel of controlling the ball with your sole. Then add pressure. Have friends or teammates chase you while you practice escaping using sole rolls. The best practice is in tight spaces where you're forced to be creative. The beauty of sole rolls is that once you master the basic concept, you can invent your own variations. Every situation becomes an opportunity to create something unique. Skill number 6, the fake shot. Every defender fears one thing the most, being caught off guard, and there's no move that creates more panic than the fake shot. It's simple, but it works at every level of football. You approach like you're about to unleash a shot. Your body posture, your foot swing, your hips, everything screams, I'm about to shoot. But then, you don't. You stop, or you cut, or you go around the defender who just threw himself on the ground thinking he blocked your shot. This move creates instant space. When a defender bites on a fake shot, their center of gravity shifts, they lose balance, and for a split second, they're completely vulnerable. That's when you attack. To master the fake shot, start slow. Practice with the right posture. Plant foot next to the ball, body leaning slightly forward, eyes focused like you're really shooting, but instead of striking, pause and push the ball away at an angle. Then repeat it at full speed, then with a defender in front, then after a dribble. The key is in the commitment. You have to sell it like your life depends on it. Skill number 7, change of pace. The final skill might be the most important, change of pace. It's the ability to manipulate speed and rhythm to make defenders commit to the wrong timing. And it's the one skill that makes all the others devastating. You don't need more speed to become a better footballer. Slow, 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 then explodes past them when they're mentally comfortable with that pace, by the time their brain prods with the ball. These 7 skills aren't meant to be used in isolation. They're part of a system where each skill enhances the others. Your head-up ball control allows you to scan effectively. Your scanning informs when to use body feints. Your body feints set up step-overs or sole rolls. Your change of pace makes everything more effective. Find pickup games, join futsal leagues, create situations where you're forced to use these skills or lose the ball. This is where technique becomes instinct, where separate skills become a unified system. Start with one skill, master it completely, then add the next, then learn to combine them. Don't try to learn all 7 at once. Most players will watch this and do nothing. They'll think about it, maybe try a few skills in their backyard, then forget about it when the next shiny tutorial comes along. But you're different. You understand that greatness comes from perfecting the basics and being minimalist. Download our free ebooks. Join our community where serious players share their progress and push each other to the next level. Hit the protocol and take action.